everybody, it's Charisma with Charisma's Corner, and we are in the little pink barn today, and we are discussing or making a quilt called Candy Dish, which is right behind me. And what is great about this quilt is that it uses the banana split template, which is right here. And I did a video for this several months ago, and the banana split template is a great template because it used all of the patterns that go with it use jelly rolls, strip rolls, those 2.5 inch strips. And so it's just a great way to use those scraps or jelly rolls that we have in our stash because we all collect them. And so I have a variety of patterns to show you different ways to use this. You don't have to have this template when you buy the pattern. You can just buy the pattern. There are paper templates included in each of those patterns, but if you like to have that extra template, we do have that available. So for Candy Dish, we have 2 different blocks, and within the pattern, you will find that there are several A pieces that you need and several B pieces that you need, and we'll go through that. So the first thing that you have to do is take all of your strips and sew them into strip sets like this, sets of 2, and then it'll tell you how many strip sets you need for each one, but you're going to make 2 different piles. One is going to be a rectangle set. You're going to cut a bunch of rectangles, and then you're going to cut a bunch of squares using those. And with the rectangle sets, we're going to do our template cuts using our side A and side B. The pattern tells you how many A's and how many B's that you need, but for the template to use, to get A, you just look on the template, it says A. There's a dashed line in the center of the template so you can match up the seam. So as long as you line up the corner, match up the seam, and cut, you'll make your A cuts. So then all you have to do for your B cuts is the same thing. Just flip over your template, match up your dashed line there on the seam and in the corner, and then make your B cuts. So now I have my A's and my B's. So I have all those cut. The pattern also tells you to cut black and white triangles. So when you cut your black and white triangles, you will match up your white triangles with all of your A triangles, and your black triangles will line up with all of your, well, not all of them, line up your black triangles with B triangles. So I have 2 of them done here. I have my white done there, and I have a B. And how you know that you are doing it correctly is that you want all of these lines to go vertically. And so there is a method to the madness as to why you have to match those up because of the angle of each of the triangles. So make sure that when you do that, that you do line it up, and that is your telltale sign, is that all of the stripes are going vertical. That creates the pattern in the quilt. So you just want to make sure that you do that. So we'll go ahead and sew that together for the first block and get those done. Okay. And so now we have this piece here. So we'll go ahead and okay, now we have those 2 halves, and we'll go ahead and sew that together. And the seams should nest if you press to the black. You can also pin it if that makes you more comfortable. Okay, and with our second block, we're going to take our squares that we've cut from the beginning. And so we need 2 of those. And again, we want to make sure that those are going vertical. And then we need to sew a bunch of our B units together. And to sew the B units together means that we will get these vertical lines, and you just want to make sure when you do that that you mix up the colors so that you don't have like colors. So when we match up two B's, it's pretty, like these are all my B's right here. So we'll go ahead and, okay. You just want to make sure that you don't have like colors so that you have that variety of colors in your triangles. So I'll go ahead and you just want to line up the corners, and then you'll know that your lines will line up well. So now we know that we have this correctly because all of the lines are going vertical. And so we'll just go ahead and sew those. And again, you can sort of nestle those seams or pin them, but you're sewing two seams together right there in the middle. Okay, so here is our second block. And those are the two blocks that we need for candy dish. And if you look up here, there's just rotating blocks every other. And that's what creates this dynamic design of having all of the lines go vertical, but then we have that clash of color with, well, the clash of constants, I should say, with the black and white that really breaks up that those vertical lines, but gives it a little bit of something different. And the reason I named it Candy Dish is because all of the patterns with the banana split template have some sort of candy or dessert name. But when I was growing up, my grandmother always had dishes of candy around, and Easter candy with all of the black licorice was a big thing, and we're Scandinavian, so licorice candy is just part of the culture. So we all like black licorice. So anyways, I hope that you have a great day, and I'm so glad that you joined me for Candy Dish. Please share your projects, charismascorner.com if you want to email me, and you can also use my hashtags of Charisma Horton Designs or Charisma's Corner on Instagram. But thanks for joining me in the Pink Barn today, and I can't wait to see your quilts. Bye!